Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus the Riven Realms. We're here in Vitrar because on my way to go investigate Avernum, I discovered that one of the things here involves, oh, not the water tribe, this guy, the bottle of Ulalud. I was like, whoa! Also, I've learned, and this kind of makes sense in hindsight, is if you want to find the special brews and whatnot, and you don't want to look up exactly where they are, places that have like famous inns or bars are places to go. So I think there's one in Avernum, I believe there's one in Larnac, and there's definitely one in Torzeg Shelter. And based on that, I don't remember how many we're missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's one more out there, and I don't remember exactly what it is. But we're going to deal with the Ulalud first. Tell them you would like to procure a bottle of Ulalud. The shamans have a little chuckle between themselves and inform you that Ulalud is medicine for shamans, one that induces dream quests and spirit dreams. You can tell them that you are more than aware of its other uses and would pay well for a single bottle. But when Vorax steps in and begins speaking in the Sadirar language, wow, you notice that the younger shamans are astonished, but the older ones merely exchange knowing looks. The senior shaman then turns to you and tells you that they are willing to sell you a single bottle of Ulalud, but not for coin. Instead, they want you to gather Sadirar bone necklaces. Upon asking Vorax about his little performance, he winks. I've been around for centuries, boss. I got a few tricks up my sleeve. Well, if I had a sleeve, but you get the picture. Work out a deal. Hand how many? You need 6. I don't have any. Shoot. I think I might have sold a bunch of them recently. Well, that's good to know. I think I want to say there is a seller of necklaces in Larnac, I think. Don't quote me on that. But, so first things first, we're going to rest up. Oh, critical fail. Rough. We're going to rest up, head to Avernum, see if I can't find another bottle up there. Then we're going to zip down to Larnac. Oh, we actually can do some force marching. We're going to zip back down to Larnac, see if we can get the bottle there as well. And then I believe we'll look for some Sadirar necklaces around there. And I think we'll be able to find what we're looking for. But let's get up to Avernum first. Got some extra movement. Please don't crit fail again. No, I cursed myself. Alright, into the city. Approach the guards. We don't have anything to hide for once. In we go, drop off the tribesmen. You guys could pay me in necklaces. I would be totally cool with that. Alas. We'll take this Larnac job, How's our food? Oh, we're full. Oh, we have the spice. Is spice valuable here? Not great. You could make a tiny bit of money. You think Torzeg wants spice? I forget what I got spice for. Zoop. Yeah, we should take it to Torzeg Shelter. And it only takes up 1 slot. That's not a problem. Food. Just fill up our inventory. We have 22 days, but why not? Explore the city just to see what we find. Nothing. Is it the hill? The Scoria? Aha! Here we go. Levinus's Watering Hole, the Carpenters Guild headquarters. You're in the cramped common room? Aha, here we go. Aqua and Furnace, the fire bottle. Ask around. Fudge. Why do these people, they're like, we don't want to buy this stuff. We want to trade for it. Where the hell do you get coffee? A guild representative tells you that they would be willing to give up a bottle of the rare booze in exchange for some exquisite quality coffee. Tarkian, if possible. A regular-sized shipment will do. You have your doubts that the watering hole is about to branch out into a coffee house, but the goons will not give you any aqua in furnace for anything else. Alright. You guys don't happen to have coffee here, do you? Edibles. None. Where the hell where is coffee from? I know you can get it in the Bronze Desert. Are you gonna make me go all the way to the Bronze Desert for this? Could be in Devon. Devon does like to grow stuff. Alright, well. 0 for 2 on getting the booze we need. However, no luck today, huh? However, we have actually located 2 of the 6, so that's a good thing. Considering we crit failed 2 times while traveling around in the desert, we're just not doing that bad. Go over this way, and then we go down, because we're going straight to Larnak. I should have seen if people wanted to come along, but... Oh, hey, ho! Huge Chakra Horde. Alright. It's been a while since I've had to fight a huge one of you guys. Eliminate leaders as well. Mount everybody up. This is actually quite the battle. Alright, good luck, team. We might have to replace a bunch of our fighters and everyone else. Holy, what? I can only fight with 3 people? You tied a hand behind my back? How rude. Alright, just start stabbing away. Throw down your wards. You pinned me. Twice. Oh, and you stunned him, you idiots. How dare you? Okay. Well, just keep stabbing. 1 down. Burn these 2. Good shot. Crit for 1 of all the things. Nice, nerd. I'm gonna kill your friend now. Alright, Nadir, just burn these 2. Oh, a crit for 8 is sick. Nice. These guys are weak. I said eliminate leaders, not call the chaff. Alright, 6 down. Many to go. Oh, I think we did well. Was that a success? It was. They oh no! They took so much of my people. Well, keep eliminating the leaders. They're not retreating, so we have to keep on fighting. Still only 3 people. I don't quite understand. Sometimes you can only... It's fairly rare. Oops, I forgot to bring Nadir. It's fairly rare that you can only bring... stop stunning the Gorgoro. I should have given Gorgoro, like, thick-headed or whatever. That would have been a good move. But I don't quite understand the rule set around when your companions, when you get to fight with more than 3. Because sometimes when you do call the ranks, that sucks. You can use all 6. Sometimes it does only allow you to do 3. And I think it does tell you before you enter combat, so I never really pay attention to that. So that's more of my fault than anything that the game is doing. I just don't quite understand, like, when does the game say, oh, now you get to use X characters versus just the 3 we have here. And it's fine, like, our characters are strong enough they can chew through six losers on their own with just 3 people. Maybe if we were fighting like an alpha and like several lesser alphas. Alright, yeah, we're getting chewed down. They are retreating. I think we should pursue. I forgot to fight them. Well, we did kill them all. Not bad. Some people have recovered. Some people did die. Jeez, 11 slaves gone. 2 mounts and 2 soldiers. It didn't take that much food. And we have way too much food on our own. Oh, but losing the 2 mounts means we lose 2 inventory slots. Ah, that sucks. Well, what are you gonna do? Every once in a while, you run into a huge Chakra Horde, and it's a huge problem. I guess that's a good reason why I shouldn't be at, like, the razor's edge when it comes to, like, my carrying capacity. Because I had it set basically where I had just enough people or mounts to be hauling a full inventory load when they were unmounted. But because of that, if you lose any mounts, now all of a sudden you're in major trouble. Not major trouble, but you're definitely far less efficient than we could be. I'm going to go ahead and do a little force marching just to get into the city here. From our license into the Manzio. Hey, thanks for the tip. That'll help pay for the people I need to replace. All right, let's offload this stuff. I don't really want to carry bones and hides around. All right, let's see here. So let's replace as many of the slaves as we can. 2 fighters went missing, and then we need... You know what? I'm going to get all 3 mounts. Let's go for 30 mounts. Like I said, just to kind of offset some of the risk when you get into a major conflict like that. I don't think the major risk comes from us losing any kind of fight like that. The more danger is if you get off balanced and you lose a lot of people, you might just like run out of resources to get back. Okay, so we need to go to Crystal. I was double checking because we had these 2 groups to go to Lumen, but if we're just gonna go to Crystal, we probably won't make it over to Lumen. We'll probably hit Crystal and then go somewhere else. Anyway, let's see. So we've got as many people as we can. Let's go see if we can't find that that drink. I think it's at the Bumbling Boatman. Yes. Ask the barman if he has a bottle of Lumen Illyrium for sale. The barman nods after hearing your question, yet when you tell him that you would buy it off of him, he becomes reluctant. I might do that, I might, he says eventually, but I'd rather sell these rarities to people who step up for this community. You know, stranger, we're trying to be decent people here, who aid one another. Lately there's been some terrible attacks on the people of this neighborhood, by monsters no less. Are you the kind of person who would help us out in our need? A good idea, boss, if I may say so, Vorax whispers to you. It's always beneficial to aid locals. You never know when you need them later on. You agree to help out the locals if you can. The barman says you might have the opportunity now. He heard there might have been another attack quite recently. Should you wish so, he could have one of the serving wenches take you to the location. I think we should at least check it out, boss, Vorax advises you. We don't want to pass up an opportunity to get the booze, eh? You agree with the undead cook, and a young lass soon walks you to a handful of blocks, where she leaves you, saying that the attack allegedly occurred in this general area. You walk around the streets briefly until you hear something odd nearby. You come across a group of locals standing around some gutters that lead to one of the waste pools. The reason you stop is that some of them are weeping. When you are about to inquire what happened, you notice that 2 small bodies are lying in the circle of people under some ragged blankets. An old plantation worker tells you that some kind of monstrous worm creature burst out of the gutters and murdered the children of a cobbler. That's horrible. Others join in and inform you that these creatures have apparently grown large and bold as of late, and now locals are beginning to fall prey to their assaults. A nest must be somewhere in the sewer tunnels and caves. Destroying it would not bring back the dead, but could prevent further casualties and perhaps earn the locals' favor. We will volunteer to exterminate the nest. Are these sandworms? Oh, come on, you nerds. We have to do this. Actually, this is hilarious. Well, I'm surprised Krifta has joined in, but it's kind of hilarious. The good, quote, good people in our party now outweigh the bad people. Because we have Finderath in our crew now. It looks like Krifta is kind of the free agent. When you offer your help to the locals, they seem skeptical at first, but as soon as they realize that you are not jesting, they surround you to pat you on the back and shake your hand. Someone presses a small talisman into your palm. A young woman sings a song in your honor, and a couple promises to name their child after you. Whoa. Wait until I'm actually successful. You don't want to name your child after a dead man. We cannot pay you, Vagrus, the old man says, but if you do this, we'll be eternally grateful. The gods be our witnesses. You disentangle yourself from the locals' press. You begin to think about how to locate the nest. You should also make an effort to learn about these creatures as much as you can before marching down into the sewers. But where to begin? Hey, tribal trinket. 1 down. Take a walk around the bright kelp fields? Talk to these people? Wrong. How about the boatman? Rumors? What do you mean, learn? Go hunting? Wouldn't the reader? I did have a book for sale. Let's order another book. Advanced arcane lore, sure. That's like the only way I know to get random like codex entries. Would anybody know? How about you guys? The authorities? No. They don't give a crap. Alright, I have no idea. We're just gonna try and eat it and go down into the sewers. Even upon a cursory glance, the old abandoned sewer system looks like an endless maze of darkness and horrid stench. It would be unwise to go bumbling in the darkness without knowing exactly what you're looking for. It might take forever to find the nest. You know what these creatures are? I do? Grufta? Are those creepy little green guys from the swamp? Descend into darkness to locate their nest. You decide it is time to descend into... I love whatever this little monster is. It like if you look at the outline, it kind of looks like a Kodama from Princess Mononoke. You descend down into the sewers below the fields and hunt down the Gruftas, disgusting worm-like creatures that you are sure are responsible for the killings. A dangerous venture. You will need capable companions and some time to succeed. Take a team into the sewers. So, I think we should bring Garrick. I'm thinking the reason being that it would be good to have Garrick down in the sewers because he has engineering skill, and I think that will help us navigate. This is a total guess. I have no idea. They say that the sewers were constructed half a century ago, and going by the faded, damaged, and weathered reliefs, arches, and walls, they must have been exquisite back then. Spacious passages allow you and your companions to stand at full height, but the complete darkness is only broken by the occasional phosphorescent lump of bright kelp that floats nearby, so you brought light sources. It is a veritable maze down in the tunnels. Side passages and pipes open at every junction, and you begin to think that the sewers go on forever. The vile stench of refuse mingles with the smell of kelp-infested waters from the lakes to create a nauseating cocktail. You have to persist despite the returning bouts of retching, as the nest you are looking for could be anywhere in these tunnels. You got savvy, perceptive, navigation, hunting, and beast lore. Okay, engineering doesn't matter at all, but we do have a very high chance. We succeeded. You do not find the nest, but you do find some Gruftas. At first, your nose registers a change in the stench. A veritable miracle considering, but then you can hear them too. Squelching sounds echo down the passages interspersed by occasional splash. The group approaches the junction and you can see them. 3 huge writhing worms with barb-like teeth and an ever-hungry mouth, covered in a sheen of sickly fluid. Disturbed by your presence, the beasts emit a gurgling noise and attack, slithering closer to you along the stone walls and ceiling. You have to fight for your life. Okay, these are definitely the green monsters we fought in the swamp. All right, we would like you two and our 2 most reliable tanks here. Aim for the front one. Rude. Boost Nadir. Throw down your wards. Don't get... Ah, you jerks. Nice, we actually hit one. I've been hit, but for no damage. I've been hit again, but also for no damage. That time they did get me. That time they got me. Nice, crit for 9 to kill. 8 damage. Target this one. Ah, you jerk. Let's target this guy now. The reason I was thinking that was if he evaded and then got off the ward. This guy's gonna go for Gorgoro. No, they just swapped places, interestingly. Okay, kill him? Yes, the wards worked their magic. Huzzah. At last the Gruftas are slain and lie at your feet in twitching heaps of stinking worm flesh, their revolting yellow blood streaming into the sewer canal. Well, at least it's where it belongs. After cleaning your weapons and yourself of the stinking ooze, it is time to find your way to their lair. This was not the nest, but it cannot be too far away. The creatures may have left tracks that lead back to it, in fact. Even so, the tracking the beast is not a simple task. We succeeded again. The nest is not far ahead. The passage reaches a junction where one tunnel collapsed a dozen steps in, creating a hollow that was infested by the writhing creatures. You wonder if you have ever seen anything so revolting in your life. Like a festering open wound, the nest is a gooey, fleshy construction with decomposing bodies and other horrid organic matter strewn about its immediate surroundings. That does sound incredibly horrible. The stench is indescribable. You have a brief moment before the angry Gruftas descend upon you, long enough to see fresh corpses and bulbous white larvae writhing at the heart of the nest. Ugh. Light it on fire, I say. The decisive fight begins. 6v6? 5v6. Good. I like those odds. Alright, go for the middle one. Again. Not dead, but... Oh, I think we want to take the time to get more actions out of this round. Good dodge. Yeah, just move around in the background. That's a great use of your time. Debuff the two at the front. It didn't work. At all. Alright, one down. Gorgoro, go for this one. Nice miss again, you nerd. Ah, rude. Alright, but they've all stacked up on the ward spots. Alright, some of them got off the ward spots. Middle guy again. Middle guy is truth. Ah, rude. Ow. Now you can shoot them, Garrick. Good shot. Fireball. One dead. Two dead. 3 dead. And last one. Oh man, you guys can't hit anything. Good for me. Yeah, that went way better than the last fight. The adult Gruftas lie slain, their unmoving bodies now float in the sewer water. Your companions now dispatch the larva and grab valuable-looking things from the nest before throwing lamp oil on it and setting it on fire. The thing squeals. Ooh, it's alive. Horrified, the company heads to the surface, leaving this accursed place behind. Got some statues. An Erd rune. That's fascinating. It will take a long time to wash the stench of the sewers out of your clothes, and even longer not to smell it in spite of that, everywhere you go. From now on, for now, you have to make your way back to the place where you first talked to the locals about their Grufta problem. Some people who knew what you were talking about led you to a shrine of Marcus Vorden, where they soon gathered those who were affected by these incidents. The old man is here, as is the couple whose child was taken by the creatures. Once you tell them that the nest is gone, everyone begins to cheer or cry from happiness, and before you know it, you're dragged along for a spontaneous celebration at a local tavern. Others from the district join in, and news of your deeds spreads like wildfire. Everyone wants to hear your exciting, albeit disgusting adventure down in the old sewers. There's some weeping when you tell them that you have indeed found quite a lot of corpses in the lair. Someone sends for Osculite novices to descend, locate the nest with your instructions, and recover the remains for a proper burial. Unfortunately, the poor locals are not in the position to pay you, just like they have warned you before. And since this was not a bounty sanctioned by the Sergoridites, you will not get any paid by the city either. Your new friends here do buy you drinks and offer prayers to all kinds of gods in your name, however. Some of them ask you if you have found any trinkets or jewelry on the corpses of their loved ones. These bear sentimental value to them. We will give their belongings back. I do not need the money. Oh my god, you guys are the worst. You ask your companions to lay out the loot. Once they do so, several pieces of jewelry and a small statuette are pointed out as once having belonged to somebody's family member who was slain by the Gruftas. When you give these to their relatives, the gathered revelers go into a frenzy. Soon your whole crew is present at the tavern and the celebration turns into a party. You may have missed out on some of the trinkets, but word got out about how an altruistic Vagrus who helped the little people. Eventually the time comes for you and yours to leave, but this day remains a memorable one. See, aren't you guys in a good mood? Got some renown out of that. That's fun. And we kept the Erd Ruin, the most valuable thing we found. Waterlogged terraces. Oh, we've been here. The Bumbling Boatman. Ask about the booze. Yes, inform the barman you have helped the locals with their monster problem. The barman seems delighted that the unfortunate matter of the Gruftas had been dealt with, and commends you for taking the dive quite literally. He is so grateful for going out of your way to defend simple folk that he hands over the bottle of luminolirium free of charge. This was not something most people enjoy, he admits begrudgingly. An acquired taste, I would say. One that is the proud product of local culture. Perhaps you'll spread its good reputation by taking this bottle to faraway places. You assure the barman that the bottle of luminolirium will find its way to the right people. The liquid in the cheap bottle looks faintly luminescent. You now have to take it to Grath. Sick! Alright, well that's awesome. Leave the Bumbling Boatman. Okay, so that's a good place to pause the episode. I'm gonna see if we can find the necklaces, and then maybe we can go back and grab the bottle from the last oasis. I'm not 100% sure on where the coffee is, but once we find that, we can go back to Avernum and get that one as well. But I think next episode we're gonna focus on Finderast's next chunk of her quest. So, if you would like to see that, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Vagrus the Riven Realms or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!